Hello everyone, I'm with Tippy here, and we're going to do his leash training exercises. And I will explain what is it I do when I do these exercises, or this training. So first I want to show you Tippy. Tippy, can you say hi to the camera? There he is. And I just wanted to show how these puppies' wrinkles are coming out. Like, they weren't wrinkly at all, even 5 days ago. But yeah, he's getting quite wrinkly, and look at his brow there. I apologize for the light. This camera is not the best quality, and with the lights on, there's too much of a glare, so I hope you can see this all right. But anyways, what I'm going to do is I walk a ways away, and when he comes towards me, I squat down, I say, "Good boy, come here, good boy, Tippy." So I introduce the command only after sit, good boy, when he has offered the behavior. That way he learns to associate that action with the word sit. Good boy, buddy, look at that. That's in contrast to what I don't do. Is I don't say the command and then expect him to do something to know what it means. So I only say the word no. I only say the word no. Good boy. Sit. Good boy, Tippy. So just like that. He sat, and then I say sit and good boy. And when I say good boy, I pat him, don't I? So that's what we do. So with the leash, what I do is I walk away, and if he starts to go in the opposite direction, I put some tension. No. And then when he comes towards me, that's when I will allow the slack and reward him. Come here, good boy. Good boy, sit. Yes, good boy, Tippy. And my intention with this is just so the puppy starts to learn that he can't go wherever he wants to all the time. He's not always the one in control. And that the tension is kind of, the punishment, I guess. If he starts to go somewhere he shouldn't, or that I don't want him to, then I put tension. And then as soon as he comes towards me, I release that tension and I reward him. Come here, Tippy. Good boy. Hi, buddy. Yeah. Yes. This way. Good boy. Good boy, Tippy. Oh, look at you go. Good boy. Hi. Good boy. And that's what we do. I do about 5 minutes or so at a time. You don't want to tax him too much at this age. This way. Good boy, buddy. Come here. If he wants to go in the litter box, though, I let him. Yeah, I think he's having a pee. Good boy. No. He's trying to chew the box. No. No. This way. Tippy. Okay, I'm just going to pull him out. Oh, oops. Oh, sorry, buddy. No, Tippy. He had the carpet there. So tension until he comes to me. No. No, chew it. Come here, good boy. Want to go in there? If I see he's starting to play in here, I'm just going to pick him up and put him back out of the box. There's no playing in the litter box. Okay, so it's been about 6 minutes of this, and that's a good amount of time for them at this age. I'm going to take the harness off and the collar off, and I'm just going to let them do a little bit of exploring without the leash, just for some fun. And I usually do about 10 minutes with a puppy. I take them out of the box. I will check their claws to see if they need clipping. I'll just hold them, put the collar on, put the harness on, and then we do a little bit of leash training, and then I let them kind of run around a little bit on their own. And then I put them back and I get another puppy. Unfortunately, with 9 puppies, I only seem to have time to do it once a day with each puppy. But I do spend time with them as a group outside. I go out there constantly throughout the day to check on them, bring them water, and okay. No, this is not a play box. So I do spend quite a bit of time with them, but only about 10 minutes individual. I need to get a chair, put this box on or something. Okay, I'm going to put Tippy back outside and get another puppy. Hello everyone, I'm here with Capelle, one of the females. Capelle is the runt of the litter. Sit! Good girl! There's about 3 puppies who are quite close. How should I say this? She's not really the runt of the litter in that she's by far the smallest, because there are 3 puppies that are smaller than the others. Walter, Capelle, and Mouse. But Capelle is the smallest out of them at the moment. Her and Walter kind of have gone back and forth being the smallest. Come here. Good girl. Hi, Capelle. Hmm? I let them chew on my finger. I let them bite me at this stage because it's a good way to start teaching them biting inhibition. So if they kind of chomp down on my finger too hard, I will let them know that I don't appreciate that. And they've actually gotten better at not biting down. So it teaches them not to chomp down on human fingers, basically. So I have the leash on her now, and what I do is I step away from her, and I add some tension to the leash, and I keep that tension on if she tries to walk away from me. If she walks towards me, I release the tension and I praise her, and I introduce the command word, come. No. No eating that leash. Harnesses take some time getting used to this for sure. Come here, good girl. Hi, Capelle. Good girl. Come here, good girl. No. Come here. Come here, Capelle. Good girl. Hi, Capelle. Hello. If she wants to go in the box, I let her. But if she starts to play in the box, I will take her out of it. This way. Good. No. No. So the training at this age is quite very basic and very simple. I just want the puppy to start to learn and understand that they can't always go wherever they want. And to learn that the tension, which is an unpleasant feeling, can be gotten rid of if they choose to come towards me or to come towards their owner. Come here, good girl. And I squat down so I'm more at their level because it's less intimidating for them. And it's more of kind of like a reward in and of itself. And so that's what I do. I'm very patient, you know, I don't rush them. If they offer the behavior to you, that goes a lot further in training than when you kind of rush them into the behavior or kind of try and force them into it. They'll learn faster and they'll understand faster if you do these repetitions when they offer you the behavior. So I don't tell her come here and then expect her to come to me. I only say come here once she's actually coming towards me. Okay. A little stinker. I think she's figuring that out. Come here, Capelle. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Ah. Huh? She's already not biting me as hard as she was at the beginning. Good girl. She's a little firecracker. She's got personality in spades. This way. Okay, this way, girl. Come here. Good girl, Capelle. Come. Yes. So I do this for about, 5-6 minutes with them. And then I take the harness off and the collar off. And now I'm just going to let her kind of run around and explore on her own. So she learns that there's also a difference. That the leash means a certain thing, which is you're following me now, I'm deciding where we're going. And then the no leash, which is more, okay, you can have, more freedom. At this age, you don't take them off the leash and expect them to come when you call them. So you only take the leash off when you have an environment where they can kind of run around, explore, and do what they want. Hi, come here. Good girl. And even without the leash, if she comes to me, good girl, I'll say come here and reward. Ah! And if she sits, I'll say sit. Good girl. She's a little firecracker. Who's that, huh? Okay, my banner's about to die, so I'm going to end this video here. And put her back in the box with the others. Hello everyone, I'm here with Dot, one of the females. Actually, Dot is the firstborn of the litter, and the biggest female of the three. So I've put her collar on, I've put her harness on, and I have checked her claws. So with each puppy, when I get them, I check the claws, and if it seems like they need a trim, I trim them, or I cut them, and then I put the collar on and the harness on, and then we do our leash training. So I will show you what I do and why I do it. I should have put the leash on before I started filming. Hey, Todd. Okay, I'm just going to put this down. Okay, here we go. And I have the litter box here so that if they want to pee or anything else, then they can do that. Come here. Good girl, Dot. Good girl. So the leash training, it's not even really training, it's more like an introduction that I do with these puppies. It's extremely simple. All I do is I step away from them, and if they try to walk away from me, I put some tension on the leash, and then when they come towards me, I praise them. Come, good girl, Dot. Hi. I make sure that I say their name a lot, and that I introduce certain command words that are, fairly universal. So, when they start walking towards me, I say come, and I pat them. And if they happen to sit, I say sit, and I pat them. And it just, good, come here, good girl, Dot. Hi. It just associates that action with that command. And because they are offering me the behavior, come here, good girl, it becomes even more ingrained in their, subconscious or psyche or whatever. Hi. And if they bite me, I actually let them bite me at this age because I want them to learn to control their bite. So if they bite me too hard, I make a yip or I say no or something like that. And in that way, they actually learn not to chomp down on a human finger. Come here, Dot. Good girl. Hi. Good girl, Dot. Can you guys hear the puppies in the background? They're always yipping when I'm doing this because I go in there and I take one puppy with me and they all get jealous. Look at that spotting, eh? It's just like her mom. Her mom is black. She's got a black coat, but her feet are spotted like that. Come here, good girl. Good girl. And so really the main idea in this training at this age is just to teach them from a very young age that they can't always go wherever they want. No. No, Dot. It's okay. If they start freaking out like that, I'll just move a bit closer to them. Come here, good girl. Good girl, Dot. Look at this coat. Can you see this? So cool. Hard to think that when she was born, she was all white on her body and her snout was all pink. Come here, good girl, Dot. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. And so she learns, too, that, there is options to her. So if she feels that tension and she starts to panic, she learns that there's a way out of it, and it's by coming towards me. Or, towards her owner, whoever that will be. Just lay down. Come here, Dot. Good girl. With puppies at this age, and even when they're 6 months old, you just gotta have patience. You just have to let them go at their own pace. She bit me a little bit too hard there. And I squat down too, so that I'm not standing, because when you're standing, it's, come here. It's much more intimidating to them. And when you go down to their level, that makes them much more comfortable, and it's more of a reward for them. Good, come here, good girl. So I don't do this for too long. I try to spend about 10 minutes with a puppy from beginning till end, so that means from when I get them to when I put them back in the box. Come here, good girl. So I do about, 6 minutes or so of leash training, and then what I do is I take off the harness. Good girl, Dot. And I take off the collar. If I can, with one hand. My left hand too. Oh my god, this is really stiff. Oh my god. And then I let her just kind of do some exploring on her own without the leash, kind of like as a reward. And I like to observe to see what they do, and if they start biting the rug or something, I can take that opportunity to teach them no. They've been scratching themselves so much since I've been putting that harness on. It takes a while to get used to, that's for sure. Dot! Dot! Hey, Dot! That is her Aunt May's bed that she's exploring now. Hi, come here. Good girl, Dot. Okay, I'm going to put Dot back in with the others, and I'm going to get another puppy. Hello, here I am with Walter for his leash training session today, December 31st, 2021. Last day of the year. No. Sit. Good boy. As you can see, he's just bursting with energy. So what I do on these training sessions, my main focus, I want the puppy to start to understand that they can't always go wherever they want, when they want. And so I'll just walk around a little bit and stop, and I'll see which way the puppy's going. And when the puppy chooses to go a certain way, I'll apply pressure on the leash and prevent the puppy from going in that direction. It might take a little while, but once the puppy turns and comes my way, I release the tension, I introduce the command come, I say their name, and I praise them, and I give them a pat. So let's see if we can demonstrate that with Walter here. Phew, excuse me. Walter is particularly good at following me around. Come here. Good boy, Walter. Hi, Walter. Come. Come, Walter. Hi. Come. Sit. Good boy. I also, whenever they offer the sit, I say sit, and I pat him. And, no. So the main focus is the leash training, but there's all these other little, how to say it, like obedience skills that they can learn in this session. Come, Walter. Good boy. Hi, sit. Good boy. Walter is now 7 weeks old. Well, all the puppies are now 7 weeks old. And so they're still very young. And I keep these sessions very short and not too demanding. It's an introduction, really, is all that it is. Because with puppies, the longer you wait before introducing them to the leash, the more of a habit they create of running around, going wherever they please, and so then when you put the leash, they can, really fight it. And they'll still fight it as they grow older, but it won't be as intense because they have had an introduction to it. Hi, Walter. Someone coming in? Come, Walter. Good boy. Good boy. Hello. I keep these sessions quite short. I go about 6 minutes or so, and then I'll take off the harness and the collar and let them explore the... Sit! Good boy, yes! What a good boy. It's very important to me that while the puppy is in my care, that they learn to request attention by sitting rather than jumping up on me, because a puppy at this size and this age, when they come up on your leg, it's the cutest thing in the world. But they create a habit of that, and then when they... It's okay, buddy. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. But then when they become a fully grown adult of, 60 to 70 pounds and they jump up on a small child, it's not as cute or as funny. Come here. Good boy. Who's that, huh? Hi, good, come here. Good boy, Walter. This way. Come, Walter, good boy. Come here, good boy, Walter. The main thing is to have patience. If the puppy's just going to stand there for 30 to 45 seconds, you just let him stand there and think about things. And hi, come here. Good boy. Hi. And if they're really insistent on going in a particular direction, I just let them fight it out until they decide to come my way. Come, good boy. One thing I do a lot is, especially if they're really fighting the harness, is I squat down so I'm more at their level, because it's kind of, hi, come here, Walter, good boy. It's kind of a reward in and of itself to be at the puppy's level, especially giving them praise. It's less intimidating for them than having me standing looking down at them. I like to stand and look down at them when I want them to sit. But when I want them to come to me at this age, I will more often than not squat. There we go. It's okay, Walter. Come, good boy. Hi, yeah. No. So as I've mentioned, I do this at least once a day with each puppy. If I have time, I'll do some puppies twice, and I keep track of who gets 2 sessions a day, and that way the next day, if I have time, I don't do the same puppies twice each day. But each puppy, good boy, Walter, each puppy gets at least one go. Except yesterday when we went to the vet, I did not train them that day because they'd already had a very adventurous day and I wanted them to rest. Come here, good boy! Good boy, Walter! And if they chew my finger, I actually let them at this stage because then, be nice. It lets me to work a little bit on biting inhibition. Good boy, good boy. They learn to control their bite. That's really, really, really important. I mean, just there, he was so much more gentle and he stopped biting. They learn really quick. Good boy, buddy. Okay, I'm going to take off his harness. No, you leave my leash alone. Okay. No. No. Ever since they started wearing those collars, they've just been doing that a lot. It's certainly a... Ah! Oh, come here, good boy! Hello! It's a bit tricky filming while I'm training because a lot of training is looking at the puppy and making eye contact, and then I look down and I realize I don't even have the puppy in the screen, so I do apologize for that. But hopefully you get a good idea of what we're up to here and how the training sessions are structured and what we do, and it's not complicated at all. It's the absolute basics. But I like doing it with these puppies just before they leave to go to their new homes. No. No. Walter. Walter. No. Good boy. Okay, I'm going to put Walter back in his box and, oh, goodness. No. That's enough. I'm going to get another puppy. Hello, so here I am with Borg the Beast. Hello, buddy. We're doing some leash training. I thought I would just give you a little insight on how this goes. My main concern, like the main point for these exercises for me when the puppy is this age, is I just want them to start to learn and become used to the fact that they can't always go where they want to when they want to. That when the leash is on, I'm the one who's directing where they go. And so what I do, I don't really expect them to understand really at this point. But what I'll do is if the puppy seems particularly keen on going one way, I'm going to stand a little ways away and I'm going to apply pressure on the leash so they can't keep going in that direction. And I'll squat down because that's usually more inviting to a puppy when we're down at their level. And when he comes towards me, come Borg, good boy. I introduce the command, come, good boy. I say their name and I pat them and I praise them. And that way they learn that if they insist on going in a certain direction, there's going to be resistance, which is unpleasant. That might, at this point, might scare them a little bit because they're not used to it. But they'll also learn that there's a way out. And the way out is the reward. When they come towards me, they get praise, and then there's that unpleasant resistance also disappears. And so that's really all I do. Just move around. Come, Borg. Good boy. And the key to all this is just patience. The puppy is very young. They're really only just learning how to think. And this is new to them. Even though I've been doing this almost every day for the last week, it's still really, really new. I do it at least once a day. Sometimes what I do is when I have time, I'll do some puppies twice a day, and I just keep track. Come, Borg, good boy. I keep track of which puppies I get around twice in a day, and that way the next day I don't do those same two puppies twice again. I do different puppies. Yeah, come here. You playful? No. No eating with the leash. And I take the opportunity at this time to also do other kind of training. So if he jumps up on me, I'll say no and remove him. If he eats the carpet, no. But if he sits, I'll praise him for that as well. But I don't expect the puppy to do anything I tell it to. When the puppy does the behavior, that's when I either praise or no, or say no. If he starts eating the box, for example, no. Come on. And at this age, I don't want to tax the puppy too much, so, we do this for about 6 minutes or so, and then they get some time to no. Come here. Good boy, Borg. Hi. Good boy. When I'm done the leash training, I'll take the collar and the harness off, and then they can walk around the kitchen and explore completely of their own volition. Come in this way. Good boy, Borg. Can we go back? Want to go back? Good boy. This way. Good boy. No. No. Come, Borg. Good boy. Hey. Hi. Sit. Good boy. You get attention when you sit, huh? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. No. Come. Good boy, Borg. Hi. Hey, buddy. Borg. Hi. What you doing? Come here. Good boy. However, give me my leash back. Oh. Alright, let's get this off. Huh? Apologize for how dark it is in the video, but unfortunately this is not the best camera, and if I turn on the lights it's worse. It's just like overexposure and it's blinding and we can't see anything. No. It's funny to think that these puppies, like Borg, when he was born, he was all white and his snout was all pink. And now look how spotted they've become, and chances are that this spotting is going to continue for another, I don't know, maybe a month or so. But even with my older dogs, my females, their coat just subtly changes subtly even after they're 2 years old. It's very, very interesting. Hey, Borg. Hello, buddy. No. Sit. Good boy. Come here. No. Alright, I think I'll end this video here and put him back out with his siblings. And get another puppy to leash train, and then when all the puppies are done, I'm going to give them their lunch. And they'll probably have a nice long nap. No, can you please stop that, buddy? Come on. Hello, here I am with Enzo for his leash training session today on December 31st, 2021. Sit. Good boy. Hello. Yeah. So my main focus during these sessions is I want to introduce the puppy to the reality of the fact that they can't always decide where to go when they want to go. They can't always go where they want whenever they want. Come here. Good boy. Hi, Enzo. I also introduce the command, come here, and I say their name a lot. And yeah, so I walk around, and when the puppy chooses a direction to go, I will stand a little ways away and I will prevent them from going in that direction by adding tension on the leash. Come here, good boy. And then I'll just stand like that for however long it takes until the puppy comes towards me. And then I praise them. And what I'll do is I'll squat down. For a puppy, being at their level like this is almost a reward in and of itself. Standing is much more intimidating, and I do that more when I want them to sit to request my attention. No. So come, Enzo. Good boy. Good boy. So in this way, the puppy comes to understand that when there's a negative occurrence, so, you know, the tension, him being prevented from going where he wants to, that's unpleasant. It's a negative experience. I want him to learn that there's an alternative decision he can make, which is to come towards me, and that will not only remove the negative feeling of being prevented from where he wants to go, but not only that, he'll get a reward by getting patted and me squatting down at his level. No. So it's very simple. You know, there's nothing to it. I'm not expecting the puppy to do what I'm telling it to. I'm waiting for the puppy to offer the action that I want him to do, just to come towards me. Good boy. And then I praise and I introduce the word. It's like leash training introduction. Good boy. Then I'll just walk around. Come on. Good boy, Enzo. And if he follows me, I just keep praising him. No. And so Enzo is 7 weeks old at the moment, and at this age you really don't want to demand too much of your puppy. So I keep these sessions really short, about 6 minutes or so, and then at the end I'll take the collar and the harness off and I'll let him explore unrestricted. Come here, good boy, buddy. Yes. Good boy. Hey. No. Come here. Good boy, Enzo. Hi. The main thing is just to have patience. If I have to squat there for 10 seconds or 15 seconds while the puppy looks off wistfully in the other direction, that's what I do. And then when he comes to me, I praise him. Hi, buddy. Hello, sorry it's so dark. This is not the greatest quality camera, but when I turn on too many lights, there's an overexposure effect, and then you really can't see anything. Come, look at you go. good boy. So the main focus is on leash training during these sessions, but if he sits to request my attention, I'll praise him for that. If he starts eating the leash or the box there, then I tell him no. I reprimand him for that. So I do take the opportunity to teach him other things when the opportunities present themselves. No. Cat, come here. Good boy. It's okay. Unfortunately, the battery's about to die here, so I think I'm going to take the harness off, and I'll just let him explore on his own for just a couple minutes. No. No. Come here. Oh boy, hi. No, not yours. Hi. No. Good boy, buddy. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to put Enzo back in the box with his siblings, and I'm going to charge my battery, and then we'll resume the training. Come here. Good boy. Where are you going, huh? Want to come this way? Yeah. Yeah, you do. Enzo. Come this. Good boy. Yes. Come. Good boy. Enzo. Come here. Good boy. Oh my goodness. Look, you came. Hi. Good boy. Hello, here I am with Zorro for his leash training. So, what I do at this young of an age when I'm leash training is I just want the puppy to start becoming used to the fact that he or she can't always go where they want to. So up until last week, the puppies have just been able to run around and decide where they're going to go in whatever room they were in. So whether it was the whelping box or the storage room. But now they are learning restraint in a sense. So I just walk around the room. Here I'm in the kitchen. There we go. If they start going one way, I apply pressure and I just let them. No. I don't let them go where they want to. And when they turn towards me and come, good boy, hi Zorro, come here. I praise and I release the tension and then I let them walk around a little bit. And when they come to me, I say, come here, I say their name, and then I pat them. And that just associates, the come here, good boy. Hi, Zorro. Makes them learn their name. It just it associates the action of coming towards me with the word come. Come, Zorro, good boy. And then they get a reward, which is a pat. And also the reward is they're no longer being tensioned on the leash is also a reward. And being able to walk around a little bit without the restraint is a reward. And that's all I do, really. I don't sit. If they sit, I'll say sit and pat them. But I don't expect anything from them. I wait for them to offer the behavior before I say the word. If they're really pulling and they're not really paying attention to me, I might say this way, just so that my voice might draw them back towards me. But I don't say come here and expect them to come towards me. And then I just walk around. I just walk around randomly. If I try not to let the puppy dictate where we're going, so I will stop, and when the puppy chooses a direction to go, I will deliberately go the other way. Because the point of this exercise is for them to understand that they can't always go wherever they want to, and that I'm the one deciding where we're going. And you just have to be patient. Come here, good boy. Oh, sorry, it's so dark here. You just have to be patient with them. They might pull, they might freak out a little bit. That's okay, I'm always near them. I try not to leave their line of sight. And I squat down, so I'm at their level, and so it's less intimidating. Sit, good boy. It's less intimidating. Just being at their level is a type of reward for them as well. Hey, buddy. And I just pat them a lot. Sit, good boy. Look at that, huh? And I do this for about 5 or 6 minutes. They're very young, so I don't want to overtax them. And once I'm done the leash training, I take off the harness and the collar, and I let them walk around and explore the room on their own without the leash. Just a little bit of a reward. It's a bit difficult to film and talk, so this isn't quite how it normally goes, but I just thought I would show you as best I could with this handheld camera that I have. Because I'm talking, I can't focus them as much as I usually do. But this is a good idea of how it goes. I just kind of walk all around the house. Come here, good boy. Hi, Zorro. Hi. Good boy, look at you turning around. This way. Good boy. He's very good. Look at him. He's really paying attention to where I am, which is what I want. Good boy. Look at you go. Look at that, eh? Good boy. I want to see if he'll sit. No. Sit. Good boy. Good boy, Zorro. Yes. What a good boy. Yes. Sit. No. No, Zorro. No eating the box. Good boy. Okay, I think that's enough for now. I'm going to take the harness off. Sit. Good boy. Take the harness and the collar off, and yeah, just a little just a little insight on how our training sessions go. Sit. Good boy. Good boy, Zorro. And I do this at least once a day for each puppy, and if I have time, I do it twice. But I try to do them all at least once a day, so they get just so they get used to it, and they don't freak out too much when you get your puppy and put him on the leash for the first time. Good boy, huh? Is that fun? No. Sit. Good boy. Yes. Go explore. Come on. Come. Good boy. Even when he's off the leash, I'll still reward him if he does behavior that I approve of. Sit. Good boy, Zorro. Good boy. You know, there's nothing cuter than a puppy jumping up on you, asking for attention, but the reason I say no to them when they do that, and that I praise them instead to sit and look at me for attention, is because it's not as cute when they do that when they're 65, 70 pounds and they jump up on a 6 or 7-year-old child and knocks them over, or just scares them. So it's all about habits, even habit of behavior. Good boy, sit. And it also teaches them to control their enthusiastic or exuberant behavior, that it's not all just about their impulse. They have to think a little bit about what will get them what they really want, which is attention and praise. What are you doing? Zorro! What you doing? You eating the floor? Come here, Zorro! Good boy! Good boy! Good boy. Hello, here I am with Quart for his leash training session today, December 31st, 2021. So, my main focus when I do this training is I just want to introduce the puppy to the idea that he's not always the one in control of deciding where he gets to go. Sit. Good boy. So I'll just walk around the kitchen like this with him, and then once he starts walking, I'll stop. And what I'm looking for really is for him to start walking in a direction, and then I'll move away and apply tension on the leash so he can't keep moving in that direction. And when he turns towards me and comes to me, that's when I release the tension and I'll praise him for coming towards me, and I'll introduce the command, come. Come, Quart. Good boy. So in this way, I introduce the unpleasant feeling of the restraint, not being able to go where he wants to, and I let him know that there's an alternative choice he can make to have this unpleasantness go away, and that's to come towards me. No. And the main thing is to just have patience. Come, Quart. Good boy. Come here. Good boy. Just have to have patience and just wait for the puppy to decide what to do. I don't want to use the command word before he starts coming towards me, because I want him to associate the command with the action. If I say come and he doesn't come and he moves away, he's not going to learn what come means. No. Come, Quart. Good boy. Come. Hello, buddy. Hi. Good boy. And then after a little bit of this, then I don't want to push him too hard. So now we're just going to walk wherever he wants to go, or wherever I want to go. Can you come this way? Good boy. Yes. And then so we'll take a little break like this. Then we'll do it again. And I just do that for, 6 minutes or so. And then I'll take the harness and the collar off and let him run around and explore unrestrained. He's only 7 weeks old right now, so you really don't want to do too much. I do a training session like this with the puppies once a day. But once you get your puppy, then you can do this. It's better to do, several sessions of 5 minutes in a day than one long half-hour sessions, for example, because they tire quickly. You want to let them rest and recuperate after they exert themselves like this, because there is a lot of thinking that goes on. Come here, good boy, buddy. Yes. And in a training session like this, my main focus is the leash training. No. Come, good boy. Yeah. My main focus is the leash training, but if he does other things, like if he starts eating the box, I'll tell him no. If he sits, I'll praise him and pet him. So I look for all other little opportunities to reinforce behavioral, other behaviors. And when I'm not filming like this, like I'm actually having to concentrate quite a lot in keeping him in the camera lens so that you can see what's going on. But when I'm not filming, I'm entirely focused on the puppy, and it goes a lot better. Come, Quart, good boy. But hopefully you get an idea of how this has been going. I've been doing leash training now for once a day for the last full week. I can't quite remember how old they were when they started, but as of 6 weeks old, I started introducing it. And come on, good boy. So it's very simple, very basic. It's just an introduction, but at least when you get the puppy in your home, they'll have already experienced the leash, and it won't be quite as a novelty. Good boy. Come. Good boy, Quart. Come here, Quart. good boy. Hello. Hi. No, he's eating the leash. Come. Come, Quart. Good boy. So as you can see, I probably shouldn't have said that come command when I did. He's still a bit too young for that, but he came, so that was lucky. Can you come this way? I also used my tone of voice so he understands the difference between a stern no and a more of an invitation to come my way. The last thing I'll say is that I squat down a lot. Come here, good boy, Quart, come. Because with puppies actually getting down like that on their level, squatting down and getting down there more at their eye level, that's almost a reward in and of itself. Come, good boy. When you stand and look down at them, it's much more intimidating. And that's what I do when I'm more interested in having them sit to be rewarded. I'll stand and look down on them. But if I want to call them over to me and be less intimidating and more inviting, then I squat. Good boy, buddy. He's having a pee. No. No. Quart. Hey. No. No. So I think I'll end his leash training session there, and I will let him run around for a little bit, unrestrained, and see how that goes. When I take the leash off, I still will praise and say the command word if he comes my way. That way I make the most of every... Come here! Good boy! I make the most of every little learning opportunity. No. Hi, buddy. How's it going? Tip of the tail is white, just like a mom. Nell, his mom Nell, actually developed spots on her tail later, but when she was born, her tip of her tail was just as white as that. It'll be interesting to see what happens with his tail as he grows older. Where are you going? Come here, good boy. Where are you going? Quart. Okay. He's quite the explorer. Come on, buddy. Alright, I'm going to put Quart back outside with his siblings, and I'm going to get another puppy to leash train. Hello, here I am with Mouse for her leash training today, December 31st, 2021. So my main focus with leash training at this age for a puppy of 7 weeks is I'm just introducing the puppy to the notion that they can't go wherever they want all the time. When they're on the leash, I'm the one who decides which way we're going. At this stage, what I do is I actually... Oh, get in the box! Oh, she's peeing on the floor. Get in there! Mouse is I call her my rogue peer. She still seems to be the one who's having a little bit of difficulty making it all the way to the box. So I'm just gonna let her roam around while I clean that up. Otherwise, she will step in it because one thing I've noticed with puppies is that if there is something they should most definitely not step in or fall in, that's what they're going to do. Okay. Yeah, that's your mess. Okay. So what I do with the leash is I'll walk one way, and if the puppy follows me and comes to me, I'll reward them. Come, mouse! No. Sorry, she's eating the leash. Come! Good girl! Hi! What I really want to happen is for the puppy to decide to go one way, which is not the way I'm going. And what I'll do is I'll add tension on the leash, prevent them from going in that direction. And I'll keep... No. She's eating a shoe. I'll keep that pressure on until she decides to come to me. And then I will praise her and pat her. And in that way, she learns that when there's that unpleasant feeling, come, good girl. There's an alternative. There's a way to get rid of that unpleasant experience, which is to come towards me, or, you know, her new owner. No. Hey. And that's pretty much the only thing I require of them at this stage. So just that they learn those boundaries, let's say. Good girl, are you coming towards me? No. No. And I'll take the opportunities as they present themselves to discipline in other areas, like if she's biting the leash or if she sits. Sit, good girl. It's not very complicated or demanding of the puppy. It's just very basic leash introduction. But it does make them think. And they're only 7 weeks old right now. Good girl. Come, mouse. Hi. Hello. Hello. Mouse was the last born of the litter, and she is the 3rd female. And she has a little bit of a stubborn streak in her. No. Come, mouse. She seems to find this linoleum floor particularly slippery. Good girl. Hello. You can come this way. Good girl. Come. Come, mouse. Good girl. Hello, you cutie. And if they start, I let them bite my fingers because it's a good opportunity to teach biting inhibition, so she just learns not to chomp down on human fingers. Perfect. No. No. Come, mouse. Good girl. The main thing is just to have patience. Let the puppy think and make its decision without any time restraints or without any pressure. Come, good girl, Mousy. Yeah. Good girl. No. No. Come, good girl. Hello. We go this way? Good girl. Alright, and then at the end I usually take off the leash, the harness, and the collar, and I just let them explore unrestrained for a couple, a minute or two on their own. And that way, if they come towards me when they're not on the leash, I can reward them for that as well. Come, Mouse. Good girl. Hello. Hi. Okay, well, I'm going to put Mouse back in with her siblings for a well-deserved nap now that all the training sessions are done for the day. And in the evening, if I have some time, I'll do another session. I'll do another round. I usually don't have time to get to all 9 puppies twice in one day, but what I will do is I'll do all the 9 puppies once, and then however many puppies I get around to again in the evening, I'll take a note of that, and the next evening I will do the other puppies who didn't get a second round the previous day. So I never do a puppy twice in one day for several consecutive days while others are getting looked over. So I keep track of it all, and I make sure that I try and keep it as even as I can. Look at her. Can you come this way, Mousy? Mousie's actually one of the most courageous puppies. When we had that ramp, she was the first female to come down, and probably only like the 3rd or 4th puppy to come down the ramp. Okay, let's go have a nap.